Flamingo chef, show us what you got with cocktails and dishes that hit the sweet spot.
You don't have to go to the liquor store and buy RumChata. You can make it yourself, and it's much better. Let me show you how to do it. So RumChata is an incredibly popular liqueur, and it really is not that big of a deal. I mean, it's composed of horchata and rum, but the first thing we got to do is make some horchata. So I'm going to show you a really simple way to do that as the base for the RumChata. So what you're going to need is rice, because horchata is a rice drink. You're going to need hot water, heavy whipping cream, some cinnamon sticks, and some vanilla extract. Then we're also going to need a couple of measuring cups, a teaspoon, and something to store this in. Then after this all sits for a day, we'll need a bottle to put it all in with the rum. So the first thing to do is take a cup of rice and strain it clear. So this is 1 cup of long grain white rice. Now I'm using basmati rice, but you can use any kind of white rice you like. Just don't use minute rice. That wouldn't turn out very well. So if you've never done this before, one thing that you're going to learn with rice is it has a lot of powder on it. We need to rinse all of that off. So all I'm going to do is just run water through the rice until the water runs perfectly clear out the other side. I just don't want any of that excess starch building up in our horchata. Once the rice runs nice and clear, just go ahead and transfer it into the container that we're going to store this in. The next thing you need is 2 cups of hot tap water. Now it needs to be hot, not boiling, but hot. We're going to put that in there with our cleaned rice. And yes, you're going to see some white here, but that's actually the water. You can buy any kind of cinnamon sticks you like. Just make sure you get whole cinnamon sticks. What you're going to need is 2 of these. Smells so good. And we're just going to put those in there as well. I forgot to mention, this needs sugar. This is just white granulated sugar. I've got a 1/2 cup, and that's going to go into this as well. With the cinnamon, the water, the sugar, and the rice in this jar. And you can use any kind of container. As long as you can get it closed, that's what matters. We're going to put this top on. Make sure you get it sealed well. And then we're just going to kind of give it a decent shape to incorporate everything around together. Okay? This is going to sit overnight for at least 6 to 8 hours. I mean, just do it before you go to bed and it's ready to start the next day. Leave it on the counter, leave it alone, and then tomorrow we'll show you what's next. All right, it is day 2 and it's time to finish this up, and as you can see, the sun's coming in the window. Now, I could blend this right in this container, but when you're using the container blenders, sometimes those blades just aren't strong enough to get through cinnamon sticks. So instead, I'm going to transfer this entire container into my regular blender here. And I do mean everything. So we're just going to dump that over, and then I'm going to blend this smooth. Now, cinnamon sticks have a tendency to grind up and not really blend down. So I'm going to run that through this strainer, and then we'll put it back to the blender to add the other ingredients. That is why you strain it. There's a lot of solids in there, and you don't want that in the finished product. That is my strained horchata, and you can drink this just like it is. It smells fantastic. But we're making RumChata. So we're going to pour this back in the blender. We're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. We're going to add 2 cups of rum. Now, you can use any kind of rum you want. I'm using this Cruisin' aged dark rum, which I think gives it a better flavor. I wouldn't recommend a white rum because it's going to take away from the overall character that we're looking for in the horchata. Now, anytime you've added cream to a blender, you don't want to blend this ultra fast because you'll wind up with really thick whipped cream. That's not the plan here. So we're going to go on low speed. And pulse it a few times till it's all incorporated. After a few pulses, we're done. This is ready to serve. And all I'm going to do is transfer it to this bottle through the funnel. And you can consume it whenever you want. I'm just transferring this to the bottle. That's all there is to it. That is homemade RumChata. You can keep it in the refrigerator for up to about 90 days and it'll be just fine. And I assure you, it's ready to drink. It's really good. Until next time, if you have something you'd like me to make, drop me a line, bill@kansasflamingochef.com. Visit the website, kansasflamingochef.com. Eat fabulous. And I'll see you in the next one.
In the heart of Kansas, under sky so clear, lives a chef with a flair, bringing folks some cheer. With a pinch of love and a dash of zest, he's the Kansas Flamingo, and his meals are the best.